ultimate game in the college football season.
Yeah, cars. Brum, brum.
For the national championship and college football immortality. A moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Returner looking to make a play here.
You want to know? You want to know what it is? You want to know what it is time for though? You know what it's time for though?
So Georgia's offense has football first here today. Well, here we go, Kirk. The energy in this place.
It's time for college football. That's what.
Minutes away from crowning a new national champion.
And think about it, Chris. These two teams have put everything into this to get to this stage and this opportunity. Let's see who can handle it better.
Finds room at the 30. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. And run in for a first down. The offense still rolling. The shotgun running play call. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's back. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Short pass finds the tight end. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sideline. It's Urasek.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the 3rd down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw testing the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Enough for a first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. The Dogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the shotgun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Now the 11th play on this long drive. Dropping back. It's back. Pass caught. Can he get in?
Let's go.
And he's in. Touchdown, Georgia. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution. Championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Alabama's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. And each team is led by a linebacker who just lines up in the middle, makes plays, and just commands the defense.
Yeah, when you take a look at the identity of these defenses, it really starts with the two of these guys. Their makeup as players is threaded into the DNA of the defense, and as they go, so does the defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's a quick throw off the play fake.
There we go.
They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down mark. Third down after that running play. Receiver in motion now. Can he get there on the ground? And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. He'll hand it off. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Receiver makes the grab, and he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. It's a shotgun run call. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back to throw. It's Milroe. Snags a quick throw. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. 2 backs now flanking the quarterback. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. After second effort, he's brought down, but is past the marker. Alabama now operating in the red zone. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Launching it. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. To the air. It's Beck. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Short connection to the tight end here. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches. Are you serious? The offense going for it inside their own 30. And the quarterback's going to sneak it.
And one of the things we love about this guy is his ability to use his legs when he has to. And I almost feel like he got behind that offensive line, and because of his size, I don't know if they were able to locate him. By the time they did, it's a first down for the offense.
Yo, matter of fact, did you know that Aisha woke me up this morning?
Takes the handoff. It's Etienne. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking to throw. It's Beck. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball, does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. St. Georgia will have the first down.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a 4th down conversion with that pass.
They'll run it from the gun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And they bring them down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. That completion sets up a 3rd down play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down play.
Yeah, I really like the idea on 3rd down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down. Sometimes that can work out, but the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. They'll hand it off. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. And tackled after a small pickup there. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Back to throw. It's Milroe. That one is incomplete.
Let's go.
The defender was right there. And it
Break
brings
that
up
jump.
4th down now. And the punt team now on to kick it away. The punt flies out of bounds. They'll spot this around the 25-yard line. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Brought down, but Burke attacked to produce a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught on the outside. It's Nurasek. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Caught on the outside. It's Nurasek. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That short completion sets up a third down play. The Bulldogs offense is on the move now. From the shotgun to handoff.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back. It's back. Sideline throw caught, but not enough for a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Crucial third down play right here. And the quarterback will just sneak it here.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator. Go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football. When everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football, this offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Important third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He'll hand it off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Bulldogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Gets made on the out route. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Can you say methodical? A marathon march crew just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Milroe. Trying to extend the play. Using his legs on the scramble. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch. 1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Bama. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. And he lofts it toward the sideline. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. And I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So it's 1st down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk in the booth. Fellas, hard to believe we're only 1/2 away from crowning a national champion.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. Receivers are bunched together. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
Here's the second down play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. On the
Let's go!
Gets home, making a sack there.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. And I even throw in Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
It looks like no return here as that punt heads out of bounds. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's back. Short throw complete to the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Quick completion to the tight end. And the gain just good enough for a first down. Dogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Handoff here from the shotgun. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Hold up.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. First down play call.
Didn't work.
How aggressive will it be? And there's the handoff. They pick up 4, so second down.
They said the servers were down.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. On the run, it's Frazier. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
They've been very efficient. 3 for 4 on 4th down. Now they're going for it again. And the call is a quarterback sneak.
That's where you tip your cap to the offensive line. 4th down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak, but a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. And the tailback's got it again. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. Georgia now operating in the red zone. Trying to run it. It's Etienne. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here. First and goal for the offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Dogs. They'll take the lead in the second half. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And, Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. You imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receivers' jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Wideouts now clustered. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Pressure is coming. There's no one to throw to there on third down. And now it's a fourth down coming up. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. With the return, it's Evans. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown. That could be a moment we never forget. A punt return to the house in a championship game.
Man, we've been calling national championship games forever. How often do you see a return like this taken all the way back for a touchdown? You talk about a game-changing opportunity for this team. We'll see if they can finish this game off after that.
Let's go!
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Lofting it toward the left sideline. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Looking for some space. It's ETN. They'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The short completion of the tight end. Tackle, but first down. A new set of downs after that completion. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Another positive gain by this back. I'm telling you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
To throw, it's back. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. That catch makes it a more manageable third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Short pass finds the tight end and heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. As we head to the final quarter of this showdown, we're going to find out who can really make the plays when it counts the most. Dogs churn out another first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there. It's a 1st and 10 play. Gonna run it. It's ETN. Not much on that play. Brought down short. Seventh play of the drive coming up. Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
The Dogs trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
Boy, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receivers.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tide. Now the all-important extra point. PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. And he's got it again. That picks up a first down, spotted at the 39.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
That's a solid run, good for first down yardage. They'll work the clock here with the running game. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Using his legs, it's Etienne. And he's brought down out at the 46.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
That gain sets up a third down play. Try and muscle for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Bulldogs will line up to boot it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Oh, and it lands at the 4 and bounces in for a touchback. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. On first and 10, look at the throw. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down. Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Running out of time in the pocket, running with purpose. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Out of the gun now on third down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's fourth down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
It's intercepted, tried to fire it into a tight window. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
First down here for this offense. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback just kneels down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They're going for it, but the offense needs 13 yards on this fourth down. Well, they spiked the ball to stop the clock for some reason. Not sure what the thinking was behind that decision. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Offense comes out here. One last chance. One possession game. And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line. Now they come up to spike it to stop the clock. Getting set. Here's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. Well, this was an intriguing matchup coming in. We weren't sure which way it was going to go. Kirk, what do you think made the difference today?
I think it's the critical moments, the 3rd downs, the red zones, the turnover margin. Those are the areas you're usually going to see the difference in a close game. And today they were able to come up on top in a lot of those aspects of the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.